need you to take 6 tablets. Okay. They're like an aspirin, but they work a bit stronger. They'll help.
Okay, so we're going to quickly get you over, put a tube in the wrist, unblock this artery in your heart, and get you sorted as quickly as possible, okay? If you've got any fears or worries, let us know. We'll be here talking to you. We'll give you a bit of sedation. We'll give you some medication for this trip.
Face.
Just covered you up a little there. Do you smoke? Any family history of heart problems? Any recent stresses or strains? Shopping trip a disaster on Sunday? Okay, let's take a right 4 diagnostic. We'll take a left 3-5. Left 3-5 diagnostic as well, and then we'll think. Have a wet swab, please. Thanks. So we've got dual antiplatelets on board, and we'll just hold fire on the bivalirudin until we got. Radial cocktails in. Going to get a bit of heat and warmth up by your arms, so that's entirely normal. That should pass off after a second. That's just some of the medication we use. Fine. Okay, let's just come LAO, please. That's yours.
Thank you.
I'd leave them on. That's fine. Thank you. Flushing. Okay, so right 4 diagnostic, 5 French. And quite a marked tachycardia,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which would fit with where we are. Okay, and mag there. Just REO actually is relatively small. Not quite in. But I think it's acceptable. Just stay there a second, see if there's anything back filling. Nothing. Okay.
Do you want a guide or?
JR 3-5 diagnostic.
Okay.
Flush arterial. That's great. A little bit of nitrates, please. Shut out REO. Just 1 of GTN. That's fine, don't pan. Plate filling, REO caudal. It's too late to run, don't bother panning, that's fine. Spider, please. Just a little bit more caudal, probably. That's great. And then PA coronary. Yeah, please. We'll just do a long one, no panning required on this.
So
Show us everything.
she had pain 2 days ago.
Yeah. that's great. Just there. We'll just see that back fill. What do you want to do?
So she had chest pain 2 days ago. Now she's
Okay,
asymptomatic, but she has shortness of breath.
Yep.
She's currently tachycardic, and we have a medial AD occluded with late distal flow.
One, a towel down, please.
So can be a completed.
That's the problem. Could be. And I think that's a great one for debate as to what we do in these situations.
Yeah.
Just a BMW Elite will be fine. And then we'll take an export catheter as well. So I think it's quite a short ostium to the left main, so we'll just be slightly careful with the BMW. Just move over the guide. Tower down a bit, please. Tower. Thanks. Gentle breath in for me.
How much do you weigh now? Okay.
And deep breath in again. Hold it there. No, that's not comfortable with that. Let's take a JL35 guide, please. Perfect, thank you. Just come LAO, please, for me there. That's yours. Thanks. Have a wet swab and a dry swab, please.
Dry swap and wet swap. What's up?
Okay.
Thanks, Jill.
Okay, let's come PA cranial and let's take the BMW Elite.
Clean wet swap, please.
Export ready? Yeah. So that's our occlusion side. That's the diagonal. Perfect. Okay, let's take the export. 1 second. Oh. All yours.
Thanks.
All mine. Okay, so when we see the dots, we're going to go on negative there, please.
Go on.
It was quite tight to cross, so I'll be interested to see if this crosses. Just show me a bit more of the guide.
There's no flow in the export.
Yeah, we're right on the lesion. Okay, let's just take a 1.5 bleeding, please. There will be a lot of thrombus associated with this, so it'll be quite nice to... just 12 will be fine, and then we'll just re-prep the export again, please. Obviously, having used the export, I'm just going to let this all bleed back, make sure there's no air in the system. Get a Venturi effect. That's great, thanks. There is clot? Yeah, okay. So just find out where we are. Just go up there.
10, 12.
That's great, and down.
Down from 12.
Once that can go through, just center over a little. Okay, so big territory affected. Let's take the export one more time. Again, it's difficult with the current data as to whether we should export or not. It's certainly something we have done.
Thanks.
I'm aware of the current studies, but it did certainly look a very thrombotic lesion. I think where you see excess thrombus, the registry was allowing operators to use export at their end.
I got the wire.
Volition, so I think we've seen a heavy amount of thrombus here, and I think it's quite reasonable to do. So let's just go neg again.
Negative.
Thanks. And I guess that's the compromise with the slightly less supportive guide, is that we're not able to get quite as much shove.
There is no much flow
Yeah, we're right
in
on
this
our
range.
lead. Okay, that's great.
Thanks, Ian.
And again, just bleeding out there, making sure there's no air in the system. Okay, I'm going to direct stent this. I don't think there's a huge amount of disease. Proximal, we're probably a 3. Distal, it may taper down, so I'm going to take a 275 by 28, please. Make it a 23, so I changed my mind. Just show me the distal wire there. That's great, okay, and back up. It's interesting how craggy it is, isn't it? You don't see a huge amount of... So I'm just going to take that down even further. See if I can push it on. Gauge my guide a bit. There's no push at all. Okay, let's take a 2.5 by 15 balloon. Yeah, that's perfect timing.
Got it?
It's interesting, there is a sort of theory, if you can't pass an export catheter, it's actually a reasonable thing to go in for your dilate. I felt we would hopefully have got away with that, but not. Okay, ready to go.
Yes.
Up in a sec. Go there. Just to 10.
Going up to 10
And down.
and down from 10. So
A
there is.
little bit on.
Mm.
There was a pinch there, wasn't
Yeah.
there? As it went up. And go there.
And again 10.
Down. Pushing that mid-segment could be into myocardial, so I don't think we should go super large. It's quite a long segment of disease there. Let's just see what this 275/23 does. We can always add more on later, if required.
Thanks.
We'll be interested to do a sort of myocardial blush score at the end. See whether we
Yeah.
can get a surrogate marker of. And there were a few little collaterals off the right, potentially, perhaps just.
Yeah. Give it to me.
Very craggy. Indeed, forwards, stop, neg. So I've gone quite a bit further there. It's quite a craggy segment, that whole lot. I think that sort of fits with. Let's just go short to start. We'll have a little think. Let's just do that.
So nominal 10 and rate 18.
See it was tapered down there as well. Just 10. Post dilate the proximal,
Yeah.
obviously up, and then it's just whether we take a
3/0 short and then
well, it's what we do with that. Just come to an aria cranial view.
do you think that the distal will pick up later?
I think it goes intramyocardial, just the way it feels. It's. I'd explain the pathology a bit. Although it doesn't look as though it dives down there, does it? Few little septals coming off. Let's take a 3015, please, NC. You can see the stent quite nicely, just there. Let's go with there, Vinny. That's great. Just a nominal.
Yeah. 12.
14, 16.
Yep.
18. And
Yeah.
down.
Down from 18, Ben.
TB3. PA cranial.
That's moderate. Distal edge disease.
Well, this is a
It doesn't seem.
Can we get the IVUS machine? Let's just do it. Makes sense. Try and work out what is the pathology of that part there. I think it's a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah. Or another option would be the OCT,
Yeah.
which might disclose.
I think that's being used next door.
Okay.
I mean, yes or no. I mean, the thing is, what I want to see is into the wall as well of this artery, quite deep. I think both are very valid. There's obviously quite a jump down, isn't there? And then up again. Just come REO straight, please. Yeah, and then I just do a long shot there, no panning, and just see what we got perfusion-wise. You know what? It's interesting actually. With it on the less stiff part of the wire, it looks less crimped. Just going to bring that back. I think we run away, don't you? And let's come back to our PA cranial. There are septals coming off.
There are no signs of a dissection. There is definitely disease, but
Let's bring that wire right back. I think we get some imaging. I think it'd be very interesting to see where we are. We can echo. We can always come back to this at a later time. I'm going to stop there. It's the indication was debatable. I don't want to make any further damage. We've got TIMI3 flow. We've come in, done what we wanted to.
yeah.
And I think we also had the option to go back. You
Yeah.
happy with that?
Yeah, so she's going back to CCU. She's going to have all the full assessment, included an echocardiogram today. We're going to monitor vital signs and symptoms.
Perfect. Thanks very much.
Thanks.